Today we're gonna be fitting the roof. So this morning we just went up to the builder's merchant and picked up some new plywood sheets, and we've gone for 4mm this time to match the walls. But for the rest of the materials that we've got for the van so far, we were going to like B&Q and home base and stuff. So today we decided to go to a builder's merchant, and with all the stuff that I'm doing for the studio build, that's where I've got most of the materials, because it ends up working out cheaper in the long term. So I don't know why we didn't do it for all the rest of the van stuff. It's probably convenience or whatever, but builders merchants are definitely cheaper than home base and B&Q, so that's why we went there this morning. But let's go on home and then we'll start fitting the roof. We have got the insulation done now, and now we just have to cut this plywood into strips to fit around the fan. So we're going to do it in 3 sections nearly. So that's what we're doing now. Oh, it's not plugged in.
Oh. Today, you could just delete that bit out. Today we are trying to fix our saggy roof because look at this. It's very saggy and we can't fix it because there's nothing in here to fix it to. So we are problem solving today as to how we can get it to fix to the roof without being really saggy.
And
without making more holes.
We should have got the same, well, we thought we were getting the same plywood as the walls, which was roughly about 4mm or something like that. One, two, three. And we've got 3mm on the roof, which isn't thick enough. So it's really flexible, which isn't the best. So I think what we're going to have to do is put some extra supporting in here across the roof, and then hopefully that will strengthen it and hold it all together. We just really need something solid for the pallet wood to fix onto, so hopefully that does the job. Let's start with filling in the last gap. So, change of plans with our roof construction so far. We put, yesterday we went and got some plywood sheets, and we were trying to get the same as the thickness of plywood as the walls to put on the roof, and we miscalculated. So we got the stuff that was too thin, and when we were trying to fix it, we were getting some holes, and it was sagging quite a bit, and it wasn't going to be. It's not going to be a solid fix for the cladding that we want to fix onto that. So we've decided to go and get some new plywood, which is now 6mm thick, I think, isn't it?
Yeah, 6mm.
So it's 6mm thick, and that is the same as this. It's actually a wee bit thicker than that one. So now we're gonna have to take all this back off the roof and fix this one on, so hopefully that won't like sag as much and stuff. So it's a bit of a disaster, but we're gonna make it work hopefully. Yeah, let's go and get all this stuff off then. We have finally finished after our failed first attempt of fixing our. Do you call this a subroof? I think
Yeah, I
a
think
subroof.
I've called it subroof.
Subroof, because this is a subfloor. So, second attempt as the subroof. Obviously, we're going to be cladding with our pallet boards up the walls around the roof and then back down the other wall. So this is, you're not even going to see this, but there's no there's a little bit of sag, but it's nowhere near as bad as it was with the 3mm plyboard. So by doubling the thickness up to 6mm made a massive difference, and we have a really solid point to catch the pallet cladding now, which is good. And I'm also very tired now and want to go get some food, so I think that will that's enough for today. What are we doing next week?
We can start preparing the pallets next week
Okay.
to clad the walls and the roof with. So we need
to
take them apart,
yeah.
and we need to figure out what way we want them to look.
Yeah. Oh, and one more thing. We need to the way our van is built, and I think this happens in a lot of vans, there's like an angled support here, and that was part of the problem when we first put the plyboard on, is that we came too far over and the plyboard like had to try and bend and it was just breaking. So we've came in and now this angle is here, so we're gonna have to put a panel across, like along there. So we need to do that before we start with the pallet boards, but that's just like a small job that shouldn't take that long. So that's it for now. Peace out and keep it true and keep it real.